Okay, so here we are in the empty engine bay of our Charioteer. The Nitro's seeing if there's any gold down there.
Do a time team bit.
Yeah, nothing very exciting so far.
But, a lot of people say to take these out, you drop star drive. This is star drive, starter motor on here, hydraulic pump here, and your alternator here or generator. They say, oh, just pull that out of the way. But of course, you got a turret in the way and a basket, you ain't going to do it. So we did it from here in the end, and it seemed a bit easier.
And it came off. And then you got your fan drives you can see now the back of. Also where my foot is here.
Look in there. Imagine changing your fuel filter.
God, look at that. How on earth? How on earth do you get at that? Hey! Hey!
So just backing her out. Okay, so clutch is pulled away from here. The pulleys there are starting to come through okay. I have to move that pipe. I'm not too worried about the metal pipe works, it's all being replaced.
Nitro's playing Tetris again, trying to work out how these fuel tanks come out and how the air filters come out.
We've got top half of the air filter just lift out. They're pretty straightforward, they unscrew and just lift out. These are the oil baths. Actually draw the air through an arc and oil sump to clean them.
Oh, lovely stuff.
Okay, so if you're taking out the rad necks, I've just undone some of the bolts at the top here and here. But then you can come down here. Oh, sneaky little devils. Let's see if we can get a shot of them down there. There we go. Another bracket.
It's a fan spin, all right.
Behind the sump, so they'll need whipping out.
Is the fan spin easy?
There's a lot of detritus in there. Yeah.
What about the one on the other side? Is that the same?
No, that's all right. And then you can see the core of the radiator. It looks really good. In fact, it looks new. But that will have to all be tested. That'd be nice if we could use the original ones, wouldn't it?
It would. And save a few quid as well.
Then the gearbox at the back there, which looks like a real pain in the backside. Problem is, got to remember how to put it all back together.
What's the plan then, mate?
Okay, so today the two oil sumps are coming out, radiator's coming out, they're going to make a start on the gearbox. Looking at the, I've undone these here, these clamps, but there's another set of clamps in the radiator, in the fan area. I'm just wondering if I can undo the oil sumps, slide them out this way, it'll give me more access to get in it. They've got to come out anyway. So that's what I'm doing in a minute, just undoing everything. Of course, everything is solid, as you'd expect. So yeah, then we've got to find a way, or figure a way of lifting these out without damaging them. The radiators look absolutely mint, look like brand new. They've been drained. So what we'll do is get them out, get pressure tested, and see whether they're any good or not. I decided in the end I could get to the bottom bolts a lot easier than I originally saw last night. So I whipped them off. Everything's all wibbly wobbly now. So they should be ready to come out. As our illustrious cameraman pointed out, we clear the muck away, we've got some lifting eyes here. And even more amazingly, had a rummage around and found some lifting eyes that fitted properly. So really happy with that. So I think I'll find a shackle. If I can put a shackle through there and a strop, we'll give our boss man a shout, come and operate the digger there, and we'll lift them out.
And thankfully, for the first part of this kit, it's actually written on it where they go.
Left hand and right hand.
So we might not be able to put those back in the wrong position. We'll see when we
Yeah, okay.
we'll give it a go.
But these that we've had lying around for decades fit perfectly.
That's what I bought them
I
for.
thought it was.
All those years ago. Well, she's out. Now can we get her out the shed?
Go that way a little bit.
And what we found, lads?
A rat's nest.
Well, apart from that.
A little bit of rust.
That definitely looks had. I think this radiator's going to need remaking.
Let's see, there's no better on this one here. The oil tanks were dead simple, just unbolted the straps, they just lifted straight out. Onto the gearbox now. Remove the clamshells from both sides and move the slip coupling over. You can see them there. So that's now free from the final drives. Got 2 big bolts at the back, 2 at the front to whip out. But the bit that's going to hold me up for the moment, also these are the brake lines to the steering brakes. There and down there. The big, what I've got now, easy gears and the linkage, I think it's at the gear selector end, is C solid. So we can't actually move these rods, which means you can't pull them back to push pins out or anything. So, and they're rock solid, so I've got to get some heat on these, try and get split pins out the inside here, and then wiggle them out. With those off, I could probably move these 4 bolts here, which takes this bracket away, then that can lift out, and then we could worry about that as a separate entity. I think that's the way I'm going to go, because the gears do move, these gear selectors, bears with that. They do pull in and out. We'll whip these off, see if we can remove that bracket. 4 bolts around there, gearbox comes out, and it's all tickety-boo.
After a gentle little heat, hopefully they'll wriggle out. Cool them off and lube them up with a bit of WD. Lost count of how many cans of WD we've actually used on this vehicle so far.
A dozen.
I still think they should sponsor us.
I do as well. And Guinness.
And JD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take a vat of Jack Daniels. Bolts are absolute pigs to get to. But they're moving.
They are.
To Nitro's surprise as well, we didn't need heat.
Well, I thought I'd give it a try without heat, and sure enough, it's not turning on itself, and it's actually a bolt underneath. That would just be. Oh my god,
look.
there is.
No.
It's a nut and bolt. It's a nut and bolt.
How the fuck are we going to get a spanner down to that?
Thought it was going too well. That's ridiculous.
There we go.
Oh, there she is. A big old. Oh. Of course, the nuts fell off and dropped down under the gearbox, but we're taking it out, so it doesn't matter. We've got to do now is unbridge it from there.
Hopefully, we've not missed anything. So, today we have a Gidge just turned up, just for the glory moment. Take all the credit.
down a bit. And it goes clear now too. Slowly up. Still right back now.
If Gidge's head gets out of the way, we'll have a close look. Eager to get into it. There's an awful lot of detritus down under there. I can tell it's never been out for a long time.
See what we found here. Look, screwdriver. Look. Definitely seen better days.
It's not gold.
Some squaddy dropped that many moons ago, and thought, "Bugger, where's my screwdriver gone?"
Oh, it's literally just them two.
There's
Two on
also
that side and one on that side.
an extension.
Soon have a full toolkit this rate.
It looks better than some of Gidge's kit.
Definitely does. It's not in a hedge to start with.
So you've got these here. That's your electrics coming up. Goes off to your lights. That's easy for your brakes, for your foot brake. Operate the outer ones here. And that is brand new, look.
Yeah.
I dare say under here it's a different story.
And it's right down to that joint, isn't it?
Down to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably is.
It's nice to have a little joint there, isn't it? I mean, it's not that you can access it with anything.
Problem is with joints, like in the past we find it's the joints that leak.
So what's everything?
So,
Well, that's everything out. What's next, gents?
oh,
I've got to give her a good clean out now and see what damage is done to the pipes. I'm going to replace all this side anyway. We think. Got to get this side freed up. Do they move all right? Or
what?
any of that move?
No.
Disconnected.
Well, that boot is.
It's everything else.
Look
the
down
pipes.
here, look where these go through. It's mega tight.
Right, yeah.
So I've got to start here and just work my way through. I mean, it's a bloody nightmare. The thing is, we're on the actual gear selector, a sealed unit, so you can't even see the rods.
And that goes all the way under the turret basket.
Right from there to the driver's gear stick.
Get it drained and see what the oil looks like.
See if there's any oil in it. It looks a bit. It's coming out of there. Look.
It's looking.
Don't smell burnt or anything.
No, it looks clean.
Real thick stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Good old gloop. Here we have Nitro in the driver's position. We've just been working through the gear selector, and we think it's now all moving.
So we've got first gear. That's first and reverse, which you use for. You often call them marshalling gears when you're in your marshalling yard. Then that will flip over to stop you accidentally going into first and reverse. Then what we've got there, second. So that's second, I think. That fourth. No, that's second, that's third. There's fourth, and there's fifth. So that's where you go to start driving off like that. Let go of one of your hands and double your clutch into your next gear. Driving along, so you wouldn't want to change gear going around a corner, would you? But they actually move quite sweetly now. It's one finger operation. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I sit here for 10 minutes going through them, and then that'll hopefully free them up. It's getting better by the second.
Cool. I'll go around the back and spray some more WD on.
Excellent.
So back here we've had to mackle something together because we would have had a spreader block just around here somewhere, just so they didn't all crash into each other. So just bodge something together. They all are moving relatively nice. No. That's where they keep spraying WD. Yeah, they've hit the middle one. As you can see, the middle one's pulled back. So now won't move across the gate. What we have to do is there we go. After a quick whip round with the Hoover, it's looking a little bit better. At least we can see the floor now. Find out what's rusted, what's not. Nitro's managed to get the brake drum off. How easy it was in the end then, Nitro?
Oh, just a bit of barring and swearing and...
Got Gidge back in. He's currently trying to remove one of the plugs, so we can actually send a borescope inside to see
what it looks like.
It looks like, and see whether she's any good or whether we definitely do need a new one. We are looking for a new one, so if anyone knows of one, drop us a message. Stu would be grateful of it. Always having a spare would not be a bad idea. We got it moving.
First thing first, what comes out with it and what does it look like?
It's not nice, is it?
Oh!
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Okay, so there's your valves. There's your other plug. That don't look too bad.
Not so bad as this one, is it?
No. There's your ball.
Right, we've got another one at. So we're going for the end cylinder this time. There's another one out.
And as we can see there, we've actually got some valves open there. They'll be the inlets on this side, so that'll be exhaust valves that are open. And actually the stems look pretty clean. Not looking too bad. Exhaust valve. So the bores, they're marked up, they're not horrendous.